That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. If you first pop off, then you most likely to win. See, I'm a Raider with an attitude. Living in sin, I got a sword and a grin. This shit's protecting my race. These bitch ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode. And these fools ain't fucking man. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they take their L poison. I'm a
Later. What's good?
What?
PPH Western Colorado. Yo, fellas, ladies, let's talk about this huge win that we got against these donkeys this weekend. We obviously went in there, Allegiant Stadium. The party was rocking. Everybody was out. We had a lot of people doing a lot of things, man. We had Woodson signings. We had Divine Diablo signing at the flanker. We had the Black Hole Party. I mean, guys, it was just action packed. But let's get to the nuts and bolts of this game.
We needed that dub. We needed the momentum going in the next season.
To them donkeys,
believe it or not,
baby.
I believe
Let's
momentum
just
carries
put it
in
like that.
to the following
All
season.
right. Offensively,
offense was surprising
looked good.
for sure.
Defensively,
man, Zeus looked good again.
Always stout, and Jack Jones is back there
and
patrolling the
defense did its
skies
thing.
for us, baby.
Man, we
What
8-0 against the
player?
Donkeys,
He
baby.
made big time plays in big time situations. All in. Let me get your thoughts on the game, baby.
Okay, hold up. Before we do that, let's go ahead and pour me one here. Because of my big pours.
A little left here.
Say again?
I said I'm feeling a little left out here.
Sorry.
I know. I don't have any.
All right. Cheers, lady, boys. Ooh, that's good. Anyways, what did I think about the game?
Hold
What
on.
you got, Val?
Here's my late toast.
There we go. Straight out the bottle. Let's go. Yeah. That's the only way to fly. Well, I guess what I think about the game first, you mentioned Zeus. I'd like to formally apologize to Zeus for all the bad things I said about him over the beginning of the year. That dude he's becoming a little monster, right? So, hey, I apologize, Zeus. I take it all back, okay? Second, the game was one of those games. You're right. Offense was very surprising, and everybody's gone now. But what happened? It was very surprising. But I'll tell you what, though, the game felt like it was never in question, man. Right?
No, we controlled that game for sure.
It felt I had no stress, or maybe that's because
You're partying.
It doesn't really happen. Doesn't really matter if we win or lose, right? But and man, it felt good to have a game like that where it was like, good. I know you guys scored and everything, but we're gonna go ahead and go up 10 and stay up 10.
Yep.
It felt great, man.
Yep.
to see us up and stay up.
Yeah, exactly. It was perfect. I've
And
only seen that a couple times in my damn lifetime.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah, so that
Don't
felt
happen.
great, man.
There's always, man, with this team, with this, we'll call it a Josh McDaniels constructed team, right? It's always felt like no lead was safe.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
there was no lead that was safe last year either. At
for
all.
sure.
You know that.
And the beginning of this year, for sure.
Yeah.
No, so this game and even the Chargers game really just felt like we controlled it start to finish.
Yep.
It's been a long time since we fucking can say that and feel like that.
That Charger game was just a party, right? This
Oh
one
yeah.
this one was more realistic, right?
Right.
What you would see on. I mean, are we ever going to see another 63-point game
Yeah,
where the other
not.
team barely scores? You know what I mean? Probably not. But I mean, this would be more realistic where we're able to go up on a team and keep their asses down. That's beautiful right there. That's
Yeah.
what this team could look like.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? That's what this team could look like next year.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried, man, because you beat a team 7 times in a row. Man, we're known for getting shredded by fucking backup quarterbacks. Stiddy knows our system. Stiddy knows our defense.
Game.
Yeah, 100%, man. So I truly wasn't sure what way that game was gonna swing.
Yeah, I was looking at a Stiddy revenge game too, man.
Yeah,
I was a little worried about that.
Yeah, yep.
But he didn't do shit, so
no, fuck him. He could take his fucking $10 million back to Denver.
Yeah. Outside of a couple balls I seen him throw, man, dude can throw, man.
Oh, for sure.
He can fucking spin it.
I wouldn't have been mad, man, had we kept him as the quarterback this year. But I think through the way that DC went out, they had no option but to go get a guy like Jimmy G with Tom Brady falling through. I mean, they had to do something.
They went all in. No pun intended.
On Tom
Brady, bro. Like
and
all
in.
Yeah, and then you end up with, a guy who shouldn't be in the NFL, Jimmy G, and a 4th round rookie.
Yep. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, sorry, fellas. Hey, we had some Fortnite internet issues.
Uh-oh.
Damn kids.
Sorry about that. But so we could hear you guys talking, all right? And I agree, man. When we looked at the game, when we were talking about the game, okay, it looked like we can control from one part of the game to another. The one thing that I did see that I liked this game was the communication, okay? I love the communication that we had from our guys in the secondary. And you could tell on that play that Jack Jones came all the way across the field to pick up that guy. Jack Jones had a beat on that, bro.
You should have seen the Bronco fans. They were all up in the air, fucking, yeah. And then he fucking, nope. Bro, they sat down.
But you know what I like, too, is that he literally came out and said, yo, I should have made that play. He had a beat that well, and you could tell that our defense studied, man. And you know what? It's just like Gunny said, bro. Hey, Zeus, I'm sorry, bro. But the way you throwing the rock, man, I like the way you're doing it. And you know what? You could tell that also comes from, Josh Jacobs. Bro, Josh Jacobs was there supporting him.
100%.
He's there with them, so I think that made a huge difference.
Man, could you imagine if Zeus plays that way next year and we get AP, AP's the coach and Josh stays, and those two are your 1-2 punch?
That would be awesome.
Good fucking luck.
That's the best back duo in the league right there, bro.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the game, brother?
Man, I think we came out like you said, we came out and we were focused. Everybody was playing their position. Everybody did their part, and that's what AP's been preaching ever since he's taken over is play your part, play hard and understand what you're doing. And these guys are really catching into this with AP, and I think they showed out in this game, not only for him, but for Raider Nation too. They
Yeah,
showed out
100%.
everybody to show that we ain't nobody to be fucking with. We're not just a pushover team like everybody thought we were.
Yeah.
No.
So,
and on your point about them playing for AP, and AP nailed it too, man. It's trust, having trust in one another. If you don't trust the dude next to you is going to do his assignment,
hey,
it's all going to go to hell.
You got to pick it up. Look, like he said, look at the Jack Jones, because Amik lost that fucking receiver, man. He dropped off that receiver, and Jones had to go from one end of the field to the other to make that play. And
100%.
Watching that live was like you could see everything, man. Like it was cool, man. Like watching that play live. Like,
so let me ask you guys this, okay? Since we were on the point with Zeus, okay? Does he look like he's a lot more confident than JJ running the football behind the line right now? I think, like, for me, he doesn't hesitate. He's not a guy that's going to, like, cut left and right, but he looks like he's hitting the hole hard, and he's hitting the hole determined. I'd be like, dude, on one of those runs, I think we were at the goal line. I couldn't tell you. We were headed towards their goal line. I think, dude, we were about 5 yards out. We go power and we run it. Dude, this dude was moving a pile, homie. He did not want to go down with the first guy. I love it. So I'll be like, hey, yeah. So for me, he looks a little bit more confident in the scheme that we have, especially running the football. You know what I'm saying?
He's been getting the call for 4 weeks. If you ain't got confidence after that, you're definitely a lost cause, right? He wasn't getting a whole lot of snaps the last year and a half, but the snaps he was getting, he wasn't making the most of. And I don't know if it just clicked, man. He made the most of the last month, or what the situation is for him, or maybe it's the confidence AP gave him. Maybe he told me he believed in him. Maybe he, had a little what Renfro had going on under Josh, or with Josh in the building, where he felt like he was walking on eggshells, man. As a rookie, he couldn't do nothing right. Who knows? But the dude's definitely stepped up.
Oh, for real,
man. Check out that point. That as soon as AP takes over, he stepped up, right? But imagine like how many dudes stepped up after AP took over. It's not just Zeus. No. It's like a whole litter of them guys.
Like the
whole team.
The whole team stepped up.
Fuck, even Patrick Graham. I mean, Patrick Graham's come out and said,
Even Patrick Graham stepped up.
He's come out and said, hey, man, I've had freedom to do what I want to do. And, I mean, in my opinion, the offensive coach should never dictate what the defensive coach is doing. Man, you were brought in, do your thing.
Well, and that's where, like, the different coaching styles comes in. I mean, you got the dictator, the Bill Belichick style that they have their fingers in everything. That's like, Josh McDaniels. Then you got your hands-off guys that go like, hey, you know what, bro? I brought you here for a reason. Do your fucking job.
100%. I think you'll see a lot of that. If AP gets this nod, man, I think you'll see that on the offense next year, whoever he decides to bring in with him. Which is why I like coaches like AP and Tomlin, man. They're the culture setter. They're there to run the game. They're there to manage everything, and they don't have their hand. They're not calling the game, so they don't have to focus on one aspect of the game.
Yeah, I like that. I think I agree. We've talked about that, man. I mean, like we said, hey,
we have, yeah.
You look at Harbaugh, bro, and this is where it gets really complicated for me, okay? Like, dude, I like both coaches, okay?
100%.
Antonio Pierce, they both have different styles, but they're both, in my book, they're both winners, okay? AP is hands-off, but I think he has the locker room already.
I think Harbaugh, to a point, is hands-off as well. I think he allows his players to be themselves, too. I think that's where... he's been like that. Look at him when he was with the Niners, and then look at him in college. He lets his players.
Right. The only thing that worries me about when he was with the Niners, man, is the rumors of he lost the locker room at that last year.
But you got to look at everybody that was on that team and what happened.
they were saying, college suits him best because he can coach guys for 3 to 4 years and then they move on.
Right. I think 2020 or when all that, or was it, what year was that? 2016? When all that shit happened.
No, yeah, it was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
It made
when
me
all
smile
that
during the game.
Kaepernick stuff was going on, I think, right?
What's that about?
He wasn't there the last year. The Kaepernick bullshit with the.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was there or not when that happened. I was going to say, yeah.
No, he was gone already.
Oh, okay.
So what's up, Val?
Sorry, I've been quiet for.
Okay.
No,
hit us with it, Val. Hit us with the thoughts.
Okay, so I enjoyed the game. It was fun. It was good. It felt good. And even though we weren't going to the playoffs, it was still nice to have that win. It made me smile during the game. Crosby that did the little tuck and roll. And I just started laughing. Like, I laughed. And it just made me so happy because you could tell that they were just having fun. He was having a good time. You could just feel it through. Just do that little, piece. And it just made me smile so big.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. The players are having fun, man. I want you guys to think about this, all right? I was listening in on another interview for a player. Dude, says this reminds them of the old school. Charles Woodson was saying this. That all former Raider greats were inside the locker room. The vibe, they were partying in there, having a great time together. That is how you build a team. That is how you build a culture. That is how legacy is passed down in my book. And you know what? So Mike and I served in the Marines, okay? I'll tell you like this. Yes, you have a structure and everything like that, but even your higher ups that are 1 level or 2 level, they still hang out with you. You still go out and have a drink or two. You still build that brotherhood by being there together and working together. Look at Mark Davis inside the locker room. The owner is smoking cigars. The freaking players are smoking cigars. Everybody's in there having a good time. That is how you build culture. And you know what? I've heard a lot of other podcasts and I heard a lot of other people say, oh, the culture won't change if AP leaves. I'm going to call bullshit because I tell you every single brings their own culture. Go ahead, Val.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, go ahead, Val. Go ahead.
I was surprised to see Mark down there on the field, and when he took the selfie and he just put up his 2 hands, it made me chuckle because I was like, I haven't seen Dorky Mark out there, and I haven't seen him. I don't know, investor interacting with the fans. I know he's not the smartest bulb in the pack, but
no, I got
Even
you. But you know what?
he's having a good time.
Yeah,
right.
And Mike get that.
It was that change, I don't know. It was different, and he was literally enjoying himself.
Yeah.
No,
agree.
So I agree. Hey,
so he was down there talking to the fans, and he actually went down there to all the super fans that were sitting there, like Gorilla Rilla and Black Widow and he was down there and asked them, you guys are loyal to this fan base. You guys are what makes Raider Nation and blah, blah, blah here and there. And he asked them to light the torch for him. I don't know if you guys seen that on TV or not, before the game when they all lit the torch. So Mark Davis was down there pre-game talking to the sidelines.
Yeah, I saw the video of it on the internet.
Yeah. So that's how that happened, So when Val was talking about him being interactive, we thought the same thing when we were sitting in there. We were all pointing it out when we were sitting on the sideline, hey, look, there's Mark Davis over there talking to all the people.
Yeah, and he did that in Chicago too. Because we sat just, I think it was 4 rows up or whatever, and right in front of us there was a bunch of fans or family members, or I don't know who all the people were, but I think it was some players' family and different fans. And he walked over there, man, high-fiving, giving hugs, saying hi. So he does do a lot of that pregame. From the games I've been at, I've seen.
Right.
You can tell it's just a different vibe.
I agree with you guys, and I think Val hit something on the head, though, guys. I think Mark's making a change. Okay, look at how he started listening now to Raider Nation. Okay, Vegas Ralph, man, standing outside with a sign
That was
saying
awesome.
"Fire Josh," right? Fire MJD. Fire MJD. I think he finally got so fed up with it that he was like, dude, this experiment is over. I've lost
It's a
my
wrap.
fan base. I got to pull the trigger and I got to figure out what I'm going to do to re-engage my fan base. He's a smart businessman, okay? This dude took one of the poorest teams and made him into one of the top 6 richest franchises in the whole league, okay?
Yep.
So you're not like totally like, but he already said, hey, you know what? I'm not as football smart as my dad.
Yeah.
Which, not being as football smart, I get it, bro. I'm not as football smart as Al Davis, bro. That dude had been in the league before I was alive. I'd be like, shoot, he knows a lot of things that we don't. But you know what? He's re-engaging the fan base. He's appreciating the fan base. And he sees it, bro. In my opinion, when AP came in, bro, he's changed the culture. He's made it about the fans. AP stopped before the game to talk to the fans. I mean, you saw freaking Power Raider looking out there like Marcus Allen, freaking stiff arm here, stiff arm there to get to the line to get a pick. I mean, you saw Adrian like Bo Jackson straight out just out there running that 4-1-40 to take a pick.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing that has changed, man. Josh McDaniels would have never stopped. He would have been. He probably would have hit.
Would have been late. He would have showed up like 5 minutes before kickoff.
Power Raider and Adrian would have got hit by the Land Rover. That's how he was. He didn't engage the fan base. Okay, and I think honestly, that is what has endeared AP to the fan base. Is that he engages with us. Is that he knows, like he said, like, I know what it is to be a Raider.
Yeah, 100%. It's a lot like what, Gruden used to do with the fan base.
Yeah. It's very. Yeah. It feels very similar, right?
Yeah.
The first time, not the second time.
Right. Yeah. Well, even before he started coaching again, when he came back in Oakland, he'd go down to what was it? Out there, Ricky's or.
Yep. Ricky's.
Gruden showed up there a few times, and I mean, Gruden was always about the fans and the nation and the legacy and exactly the same stuff AP preaches, just different. They got different ways of doing it.
No, I agree. Now, all right, we talked about the game. We're starting to talk about AP, everything like this. All right, so obviously Val said, hey, you know what, guys? I see the re-engagement into the fan base. I see like everything that is changing and going in a positive direction, right? Guys, we won the last game of the season. We'll have momentum going into the offseason, okay? There's a lot of questions now, especially starting from the top. And I don't want to talk about the bottom because the bottom doesn't matter without the top, okay? We could talk about the draft, but we don't know who we're going to draft until we know the direction that we have from our leadership, correct? I'll be like a GM, blah, 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 okay? Now, right? So,
I'd venture to say we'd never know who we're going to draft, regardless.
Hey, you might have a Crabtree and draft the Hayward Bay. Hey, you never know.
Oh, fuck, dude. Horrible drafts.
Or Henry Ruggs, or CeeDee Lamb and a fucking Henry Ruggs.
That wasn't a bad draft. That was just a stupid decision.
Hey,
they should have drafted Lamb.
Yeah.
Or you can have Calvin Johnson or Jamarcus Russell.
Get Robert.
That's
no, it wasn't. Oh no, Gallery was the Fitzgerald draft.
Yep. So, hey,
Hey, or we
obviously
could,
all those things don't happen without leadership, right?
could have had
So,
Aaron Rodgers, and who'd we take? A corner or some shit?
yeah.
No, we could have drafted CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson in the same draft, and we had no wide receivers at that point. Remember that? I was like, dude, I wouldn't be surprised they drafted 2 wide receivers in this draft.
Oh, I'm surprised my TV survived that draft because I was hot when they took Ruggs. I was pissed.
All of them. Every time we draft a corner, I want to throw something at my TV.
Right.
All right, Val. Hey, Val. Who do you got as the worst draft pick you've seen? Who did you cry when we drafted them and said, nope, that guy's gonna suck?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. And are we talking like the history of the Raiders or the last 5-10 years?
Let's keep it to the last 5-10 years.
Dude, in the history, there's too many. Let's go.
Let's go for last 5-10.
Alex Leatherwood.
Ooh,
that would really hurt. Not gonna lie.
Solid.
We had a lot of players we could have picked. We reached for
That
Alex.
hurt. The other one that really hurt, Farrell.
Well, I thought Farrell was going to be good, man.
Nah, hey, man, you can't tell me he was better than the guys he had passed up on.
No, not at all.
Hey, look at him now. Look at him now, though. He's coming into his own now, bro.
But look at all the players he's
playing.
but
he's still not playing like Josh Allen out in Jacksonville.
You got that, man.
You got that, no doubt.
Who was the other defensive player that they passed on? There was one more, too, that's fucking balling. Fuck, I'd have to look it up. There was one more that went, I think, before Josh Allen that we could have had.
Dude, I don't remember, bro. But there's too many.
There wasn't. I know who you're talking about too.
I can't think of it right now. Shit, even last year, man, you could have had Jalen Carter.
Hey, but we can't call. You know what? Tyree on the inside looked a lot different than Tyree on the outside.
100%. But Tyree on the inside will never look like Jalen Carter on the inside. Come on.
But
hey, you never know, man. Give him 1 or 2 years.
Hey, you got. This is where I want to give players time to develop. 1 year, bro. Your first year in the league, if you make a splash, is very rare.
I get it, but he ain't never gonna be Jalen Carter on the inside. He ain't big enough.
I don't think so.
I think the last good corner we ever drafted was like Nnamdi Asomugha.
Yep.
And that was a long time ago, dude. Every corner that we draft has some sort of problem, dude.
Yeah.
One of them has a heart issue. Dude had a heart attack and almost died.
Yep.
Fucking Arnett. Look at what happened to Arnett.
Yeah, he's a fucking popcorn gangster on Instagram.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, I don't understand what our problem is with corners. If we never draft a corner again, ever.
Yeah, just get him in free agency.
Get him in free agency, I'd be all right, dude. Charles Woodson,
100%.
Nnamdi Asomugha.
Yeah.
Fabian Washington.
Yeah.
Hey. All right.
You know who else I like too, man? I had high hopes for was Philip Buchanan.
Philip, take it. Philip, give it away.
Yep. All right. So let's start. All right. Hey, let's talk GM. Okay, guys. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. All right. Hey, everybody's gonna get 2 or 3 minutes. Let us know when you're done. Okay. But who you want as GM and why? All right. And there's a lot of possibilities right now. Okay. We got the guy from the Bengals. I forget the personnel guy from the Bengals. We got Mike Telesco. He's the personnel guy. We're talking GM.
You got Dobbs from Indy.
You got Dobbs from Indy. Of course, you got Champ.
You got the dude from the Chargers.
Yep.
So and the dude from Frisco.
And the guy from San Francisco. So,
I'm sorry, Santa Clara. My bad.
Santa Clara. That's correct.
Yeah, because those are 2 very different areas.
Yeah.
No. I got you. So, go ahead, all in. Let's start with you, bro. Who would you like to be GM? And give me your why.
Man, just give Champ Kelly the shot. I'm all AP Champ Kelly right now, man. Give them both a shot. Look at the moves they made. I don't know if they were AP moves, but the guys they brought in off the waiver and signed in their short stint, their 9 weeks, man, they all made plays. They were all They all fit. I'm all for Champ Kelly. If it's all going to depend too, man, on which direction he goes. If he goes AP, it's probably going to be Champ. If he doesn't go AP, I think we're in a situation like Gruden with Harbaugh, where he's calling the shots and the GM really don't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
you can't tell me Mayock mattered when Gruden was the head coach.
No.
I don't care what anybody says. You can blame fucking Mike Mayock all you fucking want. John Gruden had the final say.
No,
and it'll be just like that with Harbaugh.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm all for Champ. Keep Champ.
I'm in the same boat with Champ. Give him the shot. He's done good since he's taken over, signing players and stuff off the, waiver wire and stuff like that. He's picked up, off injuries and stuff like that. But if we didn't pick him up and we let him go, I'm looking at Ed Dobbs. That would be who I would be more comfortable with taking if we were to bring a GM in.
Okay.
Well, that's a Harbaugh guy.
It is a Harbaugh guy, but I mean, even if you did keep AP, that's still a good general manager to have behind you.
No, absolutely. No, that's good.
And that's just saying if we do get rid of Champ, which I highly doubt that's going to happen, in my opinion.
All right. Hey, yo, Gunny.
Bro, this might be a short segment then, because Champ, dude. Champ. That's what I want. That's what I want to be the GM. He's been around for a long time. He's been assistant GM for a long time. It's time for a promotion, my man.
He's been with the Raiders for 3 years, 2 years, whatever it is.
He's up and coming, man. He's up and coming. He's one of those guys, and people are starting to take notice. Right? I saw something that Carolina's very, very interested in him.
Yeah, their interview was granted.
Yeah, so we may lose him if we don't hire him as the full blown GM. They still got to do a lot of interviews because in the NFL is you still have to go through the whole process.
Yeah.
But I want Champ. I think Champ is he's been around the league long enough. He's earned his spot. You know what I mean? He's not a dinosaur like the rest of the guys. He probably may have learned from some dinosaurs, but he's new, man. He's fresh. We should embrace that. So
he put more time than Mayock did.
Yep, Champ is the guy for me.
All right. Val, who's your guy?
I would have to agree. Only because listen, I mean, what's going on? I mean, it's obvious. So what? I don't know who we have in general. Like, it's who is we're. Hold on, let me grab my words together. It's the wine. Who we have is obviously working, right? I mean, it's not bad for having to take over and clean up McDonald's mess. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think who we have is who we should stick with. Of course, it's not going to happen. Somebody's going to go somewhere. I mean, but I think, I don't know. I like him. I like AP. I think Mark would be stupid if he didn't stick with AP. I saw a Facebook post, and I'm not going to name the person because, one, I don't know them, and two, I don't know about all the mutual friends, but they made a post, and it was like, ask me between AP and Belichick. The answer is so clear. We need to get Bill to our. He's a winner. He knows what he's doing. And I'm just like looking at it like, okay, how did.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
You should shout that dude's name out.
Great winner, and he's got these great records, and why is he still not having the same performance as when he had Brady? Oh, because it wasn't Bill, it was Brady. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. And he was just like, if you think otherwise, then you just don't know the game.
Yeah, of course.
You guys just want AP because of what he says, and you're not looking at the big picture. He
Yeah,
has
the big picture is Paw don't need to be coaching our
uh,
team.
Exactly. Is Bill Belichick a great coach? Yes, probably the greatest coach of all time. Do we want him? Fuck no, we don't want him.
Hey,
Didn't
Danny
want
Amendola.
Why would we want to get fucking Belichick?
and other people were commenting and stuff, and he was just like, you really need to look into your facts. Why would you want to ruin a team even more with someone who doesn't have experience? Bill has all that. I unfriended. I was like, I can't see this nonsense. Like,
I
it was
love
like first thing in the morning, and I was like, I haven't even had coffee yet. So I just hold on, no. Let me go back. I laughed at the status. That was my reaction, and then I defriended them. And then this afternoon, that person requested to be my friend again. And I
it.
no red flag. No.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
real quick on the Bill Belichick thing. Get down. Did you guys see what Danny Amendola came out and said?
What
No.
he said?
He said we worked for Bill Belichick, but we played for Tom Brady.
Ain't that something?
What they look like now, or why they look like the way they do now.
No, I agree.
100%.
So, guys, I'm going to just tell you like this. On this show, Champ Kelly, you just clean sweep this motherfucker. Because I am on the Champ Kelly bus as well. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? I like homegrown, bro. I mean, and I'm going to tell you, he might came from Chicago. But he came here as the assistant GM. Okay? He's from within the program already. All right? Again, I'm going to be like AP. I'm going to say the program. We are in a program here. AP was inside the house, man. And guess what? That guy that said, oh, Bill Belichick is such a great coach and all this other shit. Bill Belichick started with nothing too. But somebody giving him a shot. With somebody giving him the opportunity to shine.
And remember, that was his second opportunity.
His second stint, because he was with Cleveland. But when he was with Cleveland, he was building something, and Cleveland was just too retarded to figure it out. Okay, that's why when they became the Baltimore Ravens, they ended up winning a championship. All right,
You're basically Cleveland.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, girl.
So let me
see you though.
Huh? Yeah,
Can't
no,
see you,
that's
though.
fine. Let me read you really quick what the stat said. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I read the dumbest question of this NFL season today. Who do you want as the next head coach of the Raiders? Gruden, AP, or B. Belichick? First of all, y'all football IQs are less than 0 if you even had to think about this question. AP did his best. Big ups to him. 500 isn't good enough anymore. Gruden didn't win ish for us.
He actually was above 500.
His all record is crap. Do your homework. Bill is a no-brainer. I know the history, but could care less. What y'all fail to realize is a lot of Raider great players came from rival teams. Do y'all question that fact? I'll take a winning coach over a hype any day. Sick of fake fans. That's all. Carry on.
Yes, dude, that's my biggest thing when it comes down to people on the internet is
it's always fake
you're
fans,
a fucking
bro.
fake fan if you don't believe in what I say. If you don't believe in what I say and what I'm telling you, you're a fake fucking fan. Fuck you.
When I read,
you're a casual.
Yeah. Fuck that.
That's why I got off of all them fucking Facebook pages. I can't deal with none of them idiots.
It was one of my friends, and I had it to leave.
No, I love that. I love that you just brought this up. Look, you knew how
they ride the short
I
bus.
love that. It's like my best friend, and he said some shit. Fuck him, he's out.
Delete you. Block. She's like, delete, block. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yo,
you don't know shit about the Raiders.
Can't argue with nobody before I had my coffee. You fuck.
Bro, I didn't even drink my morning piss, and you're already fucking with me. Yo, hey, so guys, again, this is where I'm saying AP, Champ Kelly, we're both homegrown. Okay, I like the link that we got. Okay, when you got a homegrown guy, okay, this shows me, bro, that you're whatever you got working within your organization is working. We should be like trying to grab coaches and put them out. Bro, if we got coaches going out every year that are getting hired by other people,
You're
that
doing
means we
something
got
right.
really good fucking coaches. That means we know what the fuck we're doing. Okay?
Yep.
And for me, like if I see it right now, if I'm looking at it and I'm Mark Davis, I'm paying attention, all right, to how many teams are calling me about AP, to how many teams are calling me about Champ Kelly. Okay? Because that should bring my attention to say, hey man, I got 15 teams calling me about this dude. I got something here. Now, obviously, you got to do your due diligence. You know, you can't just be like, hey, it is, bam. You know, I think he did that last time with Josh McDaniels. He set his mind on it and he got these blinders and he was just like, you know, what's the best shiny thing? Jim Harbaugh this year is the best shiny thing that's out there.
And Mark loves the shiny fucking toy, which is
But
why I still ain't sold he's going to do the right thing.
No. And you guys are right there, okay? But I'm going to tell you something, okay? There's sometimes when you stop playing with the shiny toy and you get with the toy that actually fucking works, right? There's sometimes, you know, you might have this fucking nice car parked outside, but it's a piece of shit that breaks down. You know, hey, I'm going to just call it an Audi. Okay, you got this Audi A4 outside, but you know, that water pump just went out and it's like $450 for a fucking water pump.
Is this a true story?
Yeah, no lie. Yeah, I had a piece of shit A4, fucking water pump at $450.
Oh, that
It's
is
fucking
meaning.
Audis for you.
Hey,
Yeah.
you better jump on that. That's a good deal for an Audi water pump.
Hey, it was from the junkyard, homie. Like that's all I'm gonna say. But again, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, hey, I like that if we have Champ, okay. First of all, for me, if you bring back Champ, AP's a lock.
Yeah.
AP is a lock. If you bring back Champ, I do not see Champ Kelly going and saying, "Hey, man, I'm gonna hire another head coach."
To hire Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I don't see that because if he hires Harbaugh, he loses
Because
power.
he said he's going after a GM this time instead of a head coach first, right? And I mean that was the rumor, right? That he was going to hire a GM before a head coach this time.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard it either.
So for me, you hire your. We've tried the head coach led team already. We've tried we had Gruden. We had McDaniels. Bro, that shit don't work. Why? The Packers have had success. The 49ers has had a ton of success.
Let me tell you who's had the most success without change. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Three coaches since what, 1960? That's fucking pretty good turnover, man. Not gonna lie. You know,
and like I said pre the show tonight when we were talking.
Yeah.
AP is a lot like Mike Tomlin in the sense that
bro, you hit that right on the head, bro.
He's not going to be. He's a culture builder and a game manager, and I mean that's his job, right? He's not calling the offense. He's not calling defense. It's quality control, and fuck. Mike Tomlin's never had a season under 500. How many times has he been to the playoffs in 14 or 17 years, whatever it is, 9 or 10 or whatever?
So and let me ask you this, all right? There's a rumor that the Steelers might let go of Tom.
Nah, that won't happen.
I would love that, right? And that was my surprise pick last week, and then we just
dark horse.
We got off subject. My dark horse. However, I don't like it because it'll cost us our number 1 pick plus this year.
Yeah.
You think that
they're gonna trade Tomlin? You think
they have to? He's under contract.
They can cut him.
They can cut him.
They can, but they're not going to do that.
I don't see.
They're not going to do that and get nothing for him, especially when fucking Denver just fucking raked New Orleans, New Orleans raked fucking Denver. They got a first, a second, and they swapped like thirds or something stupid.
Oh, because he was still under contract.
Yeah, because he retired. They're not, dude. Pittsburgh ain't giving. If he leaves, they ain't giving him up for nothing. It'll cost us our first round pick this year. We can't afford that.
Yeah, no, I don't agree. I don't want to move up. You know, like if we go up in the draft, I don't want to give away all of our fucking shit for next year.
Not for a coach, dude. That's not. That's
no. If you're gonna trade your first, it needs to be for to swap first.
No, I agree. I mean, like, we'll have to look at that, man.
Yeah.
But Tomlin, I think Tomlin would be a great fit.
I think I think like this. I think Tomlin, AP, I'm going to call JH, Jim Harbaugh, JH.
Shit.
I even think he might be a better fit than Harbaugh.
Dude, I think all of them are a good fit because of their personality.
100%.
Like, if you look at their demeanor when they coach and their intensity and the way they bring things on the sideline, the one thing that I like about AP, like I said, okay, is that he's already there. That he already built that with the coaches. That he's already like, yo, like, let's work together.
Got it with the players.
Exactly. Now, okay, guys, we said, hey, we want Champ Kelly, right? Let's say Mark listens to us, right? I got Mark on the phone right now. I said, yo, Marky Mark, baby, we keeping Champ Kelly and we keeping AP. Are you going to sleep with the fishes, right? We get all gangster with it. Boom. We got AP, we got Champ. What's the next move, Matt?
Next move is offensive coordinator. You need to get an offensive coordinator, man.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the very next step. If you go any other way, you're fucking up.
I think your first step is retaining PG.
I redact that statement. Yeah, you're right, 100%. Get Paul Gunther under contract.
Paul Gunther?
Gunther?
Whoa.
God damn. No.
No.
Damn, I fucking shoot myself in the foot. Go back 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, you might as well bring Gruden back if you're going there.
Go back that far.
That off for the rest of the night.
No, Patrick Graham. We keep Patrick Graham. And then we go back
to
our coordinator.
Bro, cut that man off.
Hey, are we all in agreement with that? That I really think keeping Patrick Graham,
who you almost fucked it up too,
is like, is like the most key component here. And
we already denied an interview for him to go interview to be a DC.
What?
Yeah, I forget who it was. Somebody requested to interview him.
The Chargers.
No, the Chargers want to interview him as a head coach, which we have to allow that. No, I don't think it was the Colts.
It was the Titans.
Are you sure? I don't think it was the Titans either, because the Titans don't have a head coach.
The Titans requested to have an interview with AP.
Yes, there's somebody. Yeah. Somebody got denied a request for a PG for a DC job.
Wasn't that Graham?
That's PG.
Yep. Hold on.
Somebody, look it up, but they denied requests to somebody today.
I thought it was to the Chargers.
I thought it was to the Chargers as well.
No, they want to interview him as a head coach.
Hold on. Hold on.
You could argue I'm right.
We ain't arguing. I'm like, we trying to figure out truth here.
I just can't remember what team I know you're talking about.
But I know that you're saying you're right. Now,
but they granted permission to LA to interview him as a head coach.
You can block a lateral move if he wants to go from DC.
But you cannot block a promotion.
You can block that, but if he wants to go from DC to head coach, they can't block that.
100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, and here's my thing too. Hey, we gotta have 2 minority interviews on top of fucking AP, right? If you want to hire AP,
I think one
interview Patrick.
I think AP
interview PG, baby.
I think AP would be considered an in-house. Okay.
Interview AP and PG. Let's get this shit over with.
Well, I don't think you could do 2 in-house interviews.
Fuck it.
No, it might have been the Giants.
Yeah, or the Giants. You're right.
No, the Giants want AP as a defensive coordinator. The Giants already had PG. That's where he came from.
That was the move, I think, that got blocked was AP going from DC to DC.
No, PG got blocked too. I promise you. I'll find it here in a bit when I'm not on my phone.
Bro, I'm looking at it. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I seen it earlier. I just don't remember who it was.
All right. Hey, so it's a rumor. It says it just said with another team blocked another team's interview request their vacant defensive coordinator position. It doesn't give a name. Reports decision was most likely made so the Raiders can give.
Yeah, it doesn't give a name of what team, but they.
That's right.
Patrick Graham. Yeah, was requested and they denied it, but it doesn't say what team. The team hasn't been announced.
So, again, I think, like you guys said, right? We're talking about filling out your coaching staff. I think AP has players in place, and I think if AP gets re-signed, I think Patrick Graham's back.
100%.
Unless he gets a head coaching opportunity with mucho dinero.
Right? I just, and this is my thing about, people are going to bring him in to interview, but look at his defense. Every year he's been in, this is the first time I think his defense has actually looked solid, since he's been a coordinator. And I'm not saying that he hasn't shown splashes of it and with the Giants or anything like that, like he didn't show flashes of it. But
he had a good defense with them before.
Has his defense
Brian
ever been like a top 10 defense?
Well, ours is in the top 10.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, has his defense ever been like a top 10 defense? Is it a defense?
I don't know. I don't have
their
the stats
outcome
on
of their
that
season. That's why.
This defense changed the outcome of the season.
I'm saying this season right here. But I mean, you got to look at prior years prior to that too. You got this season this year, but are you gonna carry on with that over if we were to give you the head coaching position, because you're good at being a defensive coordinator, but are you good at being a head coach? Can you carry all that over with you? I'm not saying that it can't happen because AP just did it, but I'm just saying I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying. Just because you're a good coordinator doesn't mean you're going to be a good head coach.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're never going to know unless you give the guy
I'm just saying he's just never really been like one of those guys that everybody's been like, oh, yeah, we got to get DC or PG in here. You got to get,
There's a lot of coaches like that.
Talk to him and this and that.
Honestly, I think I think the Chargers are only doing it to interview a minority candidate.
I think they are. Probably. I think they're going all in after Harbaugh, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're going to try and get Harbaugh. And I hope 100%. They do. Fuck them.
But you know what? I don't think Harbaugh is going to go to him. I think if Harbaugh comes out, it's going to be for the Raiders. But I think Mark Davis is going to end up fucking keeping AP, and I think he's going to end up staying in college.
I hope they do get Harbaugh. We were third San Diego. San Diego. I said
remember that he said if he was to come out of the NFL, he would coach for some team, and his favorite color is black.
Now, this is where.
That also said.
Hold on. Hey, let me back up this train, fella. We're going under rumor control, all right, motherfuckers?
Yeah. That said allegedly. That was one of them
that says allegedly said this?
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a bitch because you don't got no fucking source because all you're saying is,
news.
Hey, and this is where the clickbait, okay? This is clickbait.
It also said I ain't coming out for less than 100 million.
I got mad sources, dog.
I don't want you to show me a source unless you put a name on it.
I got mad sources, dog.
Yeah. Hey, I got a source right now. Fucking Raiders are playing on the fucking moon next year.
My source is Raider Will.
Fuck that. I'm the owner next year, bitches. You guys didn't know Mark Davis is my puppy.
My source is Raider Will.
I put on a costume. You didn't know me? You didn't see me in a costume during the games? I'll be like, who does not like that fucking haircut?
What I'm saying about Patrick Graham though is look at everybody calling for his head last year and calling for his head this year at the beginning of the season. Is that really good? Is that something that you want to give somebody a head coaching position to do?
No.
You had a good year at the end of the year, but the last year.
I don't give it. I don't give a shit if somebody.
Can I counter?
Whoever wanted to interview him as a head coach, go ahead. I don't give a shit.
Let me counter that. Okay, I'm going to counter that with this. Look at the way that his coaching style has changed since Josh McDaniels has. Okay, you can only do so much as the defensive coordinator because your head coach only allows you to do so much. and a game plan, and he tells you like, hey, I don't agree with this. We got to change this. So we could sit here and say, hey, that defense sucked, but look at the change that happened once Josh McDaniels left. That's
He's
what
allowed to be himself.
Because I would say, hey, you know what? If I'm being hamstring, man, you can't expect me to fight like a pit bull if both my hands are tied behind my back. If you hog tie me on the ground, and all I can do is headbutt you, that's all I'm gonna do.
That's the same in any profession, though. I mean, you're only allowed to do what you can only do what you're allowed to do, and that goes from professional sports all the way down to fucking dropping fries in the fryer at McDonald's. I mean, you're only
Absolutely.
allowed to do what you can. So, I mean, I don't give a shit. Let 31 teams interview PG. If he wants to go be a head coach, see ya. I think the culture is there.
I'm not saying he can't go be a head coach. I'm just saying that if I was looking at his credentials, I would be like, I'm gonna look somewhere else that has more credentials. You know, you gave me a good half of the last year. But
let me throw this in there as another sale for Mr. Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So everything happened after Antonio Pierce takes over, right? So we talk about, we want Harbaugh because he knows his stuff. He may be a leader of men, What you find with AP is like a rare leader, man. Like a really
100%.
rare type of leader. Like Will, you know this. Like we were in the Marine Corps together. How many rare leaders do you remember? Like when you went to Afghan, it was Lieutenant Colonel Khan.
Boom.
Everybody hated him, everybody loved him, right? Am I wrong about that?
Officers hated him, enlisted loved him, bro.
Yeah, for me it was Master Gunny Grant. The guy everybody hated him, everybody could love him. Tomlin, everybody could hate him on the team, everybody could love him, dude. There's a difference between a leader of men that can make those guys run through walls for them because 100%. Of who they are, man. And that's big time. There's no recollection of anybody saying that Harbaugh is that guy. There's no recollection of anybody saying that even Belichick is that guy, right? There's that authoritarian, but Tomlin is that type of guy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People hate him, people love him. But the same person hates him and loves him. That's rare, man. And when you find that, you can't just go throwing that out the window. And that's what I'm saying about rare leadership, man. And that's something that's being lost in all this. We can get assistants. We can get assistants. We can get OCs. We can get DCs. We can get, quarterback coaches and everything else. What you can't find every day is rare motherfucking leadership, man. And that's why AP should be the fucking head coach. Bam, that's it. Done.
And you know what? No, bro, you hit the nail on the head, okay? When I agree with him 1,000%. Right there. Bro, when you just said, okay, that's why I said in-house, okay? This dude knows our guys. When we go to the game, last game of the season, right? We're not going to the playoffs. We already know. You were there at the game, Mike, as well.
Yep. Absolutely.
Then I know you wasn't missing a minute of the motherfucking game. You probably fucking glued to the TV. So, and I already know Val. Val was yelling at the fucking TV half the time. So,
I didn't yell at the time.
Bro. AP.
Hey, check it out. Here's my one stipulation to AP being the coach.
Okay.
And you know where I'm going with this.
Go ahead.
If I'm Mark, hey, motherfucker, you can't bring that bitch Adam Gase into the building ever again.
Anybody associated.
Yo.
Facts.
And I get that, but
Hire anybody you want, but not that lazy, fucking lousy motherfucker.
Or anybody that's associated with the other guy that we just got rid of.
Yeah. But, and that's the tough part, because Carmen Bracilio, our offensive line coach, comes from New England.
He's fucking trash, too. See ya.
Yeah,
but I heard that he's supposed to be getting some job offers as well.
Let him have.
Take him.
Please do.
Again,
bring back Tom Cable.
Hey, bro, talking about a beast line coach, you ain't fucking lying.
You got zero argument out of me there.
That dude's a beast. He can build anything with a line.
Absolutely.
Anything that has a big body and can just push shit, he can make
He's done it.
work.
Nah, okay.
He's done it.
We said, hey,
numerous times.
You gotta, for me, all right, if we hire AP, you got one key piece. You got a leader that can mobilize people, that can and engage people, that can freaking get the juice out of them, right? So for me, what's interesting, like I said last podcast, I would love to be a wall in that room. Or
Fly.
a fly on the wall.
A wall will work too, I guess.
Okay, whatever. Something in that room when he comes in and gives his presentation and talks about, look, these are the guys that I'm planning to bring with me. Because that's going to be the key for me. Okay. I know that AP can engage guys. I know that he can motivate guys. But I think the key piece for AP, okay, is the pieces that we bring in around to support him. Okay?
100%.
So if we fucking don't screw the pooch, okay, and don't fuck this up, because this is the Raiders thing to fuck up, okay? Like, if Mark Davis wants to fuck this up, you're gonna fuck it up.
Mark
he's gonna
fucks
fuck it
two things up. They fuck up coaching hires and the draft. We good at that, baby.
You were great at it. Great small time, bro.
Hey, no, seriously. I mean,
Yeah. But
I mean,
let
for
me tell
me-
you why. Hey, and let me tell you why I feel. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think we think Mark Davis is really gonna pull the trigger on the shiny thing, but I'm gonna tell you, I feel like he won't this year, because I'm gonna tell you, okay, bro, we're only a year and a half away from his fucking fuck up as a head coach. If we fuck up again, I went to that fucking stadium. I've been in that stadium. Mike has been in that stadium. Bro, there's
Shit was
more.
electric, bro.
It's electric, right? But if we lose AP and we bring in another guy, and the
fan
guy
base is going to turn.
bro, that stadium is going to be full of the opposite team's color.
It's not going to start there. It's going to start long before there, like Vegas Ralph with signs in the fucking parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to start. I'm telling you right now, and I've said this for the other day.
About half the stadium was signed, man.
It is going to fucking. I think you will see this fan base turn on this team. This move has to be it. This move has to take us to the next level. This is legacy defining for Mark Davis.
You said something right there. You said legacy defining. For me, if you hire AP,
done shit.
If you hire AP, it's not as big as a move. Okay. For me, because you're giving this guy an opportunity, and you can say, hey, he galvanized my fan base. He brought the culture back. We thought we had something special there. He's a good coach. He brought this back. And the fans really wanted him, so I gave him a shot. Okay? Now, if you blow this bitch up and you say, hey, I'm bringing in Harbaugh, and he fucks this shit up,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So this move is a lot like this is a move his dad would make, right? The not shiny toy. This is a move that Al would make.
Oh yeah.
It's not the big splash. It's the hire that Al what?
Al would make that move. He would hire AP right off the bat. He would have hired him mid-season if he could have. You know, like
he would have hired him without interviews.
100%. He would have paid the fines.
Broncos game.
There would have been an interview. Like, we don't need to interview anybody. I'm hiring AP. That's what he would.
If Mark Davis was going to pull the trigger on Jim Harbaugh, I think his chance was before he hired. It should have been before he hired fucking Old McDipshit. You know what I mean? Like
Old McDipshit.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, that guy.
Dude, old McDipshit is hilarious.
Harbaugh wasn't ready to come out when McGummy was hired. He was not ready. He had something. You know, I hear this a lot. Like, I've heard this a lot. Oh, Harbaugh can't hack it in the NFL. That's why he went back to college. I call bullshit.
Bullshit. Harbaugh hacked it in the NFL.
Harbaugh got his dream job to go coach at his alma mater and restore that program. And He's fucking reached it. He's done
He
it.
did.
It's a wrap. He's got
Hey.
nothing else to accomplish there.
Hey, are you getting your same information from the guy that Val's reading fucking Facebook messages of?
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
they're obviously on the same wavelength. They must be
Right.
best friends.
Right.
BFF.
And look, and for me, everyone's like, "Oh, Harbaugh's." I don't give a shit if Mark fucking hired a coach and gave him $500 million. It doesn't affect the salary cap. It affects
Not
my
at all.
pocketbook. So I don't give a fuck what Mark does and who he pays, and if he's fucking still got to pay Gruden and McDummy $80 million or whatever. I don't give a shit because it doesn't affect the bottom line of what
Well,
the team needs.
I agree. And here's my thing. I'm going to tell you like this. I like the Champ Kelly and AP move for another reason, okay? I think if we go Champ Kelly and AP, I think we become a lock for Jaden Daniels in the draft.
Not only that,
They're moving up. They will move up and get him. They will move up with probably.
They'll get him.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to either trade with Chicago or trade with Washington. And I don't know that Washington will do it because they need a quarterback. I think you're going to have to go to that number 1 pick.
To get Jaden Daniels?
What about Arizona?
Look at Arizona's keeping Kyler.
That's what I'm saying.
Arizona's third.
Yeah, Arizona's not getting
So if you want Jaden, are you going to risk because Chicago's fielding calls for the number 1 pick?
Yeah,
so
are you going to give up? You going to give up fucking 2 first-round picks and whatever for the first-round pick, or could you move up to number 3 and with the Cardinals?
You're still going to have to give up. Look. The 49ers moved up from 12 to 3 and gave up. I went over it a couple weeks ago. They gave up 2 first-round picks, a second pick, and a third or fifth or something. They gave up a haul. Moving up is going to cost us this year's swap.
Yeah, it's going to cost a big time.
It's going to cost, if you're moving up into the top 5, it's going to cost you swapping picks this year, plus probably your second round this year, and it's going to cost you next year's first.
So
that's the minimum.
Hey, let me tell you like this, okay?
So if you got to spend all that real quick, if you got to spend all that, and Jaden's your guy,
you got to get him.
Just go get him at the number 1. Why are you going to just trade up to 3? Go get him at number 1.
I just don't feel, okay, looking at Chicago, in my opinion, okay, I don't think they're going to draft Jaden Daniels. If they're sitting at the number 1 spot,
I'm telling you, they're fielding calls for that pick.
Yeah, but whoever's moving up to that number 1 spot is trying to reach gold.
I was going to draft Caleb
That
Williams.
tells me right now that Chicago is not going to get rid of Fields if they're fielding calls for the number 1 pick. Because you're not going to get rid of the number 1 pick. They may not even draft a quarterback.
Agreed, but I think you're all missing what I'm saying. If you believe Jaden Daniels is your guy, right? And it's going to cost you relatively the same amount whether you go to the 3rd pick or the 1st pick, right? It's going to cost you a minimum of 2 first, a minimum. And you believe Jaden Daniels is your guy, just go get the number 1 pick and pick your fucking guy.
I get what you're saying. For me, though, even though for me he is that guy, we have so many holes that I cannot afford to give up a big haul like that. Okay, like
you ain't getting Jaden Daniels.
Well, I mean, like, so I could see him drop.
Do you think Jaden Daniels is like worthy of that? I mean, because think about the reaches that we've done.
It don't matter what I think.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, if we've had so many reaches, and say AP's first move is to go trade up the fucking shit to get Jaden Daniels, and he turns out to be a bust. How is that going to look on him giving up all of that shit for Jaden Daniels, who wouldn't have been the number 1 pick to begin with if we hadn't moved up to get it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not going to be the 13th pick. You're not going to get him at 13.
No, I'm not saying you're going to get him at 13, but I'm saying you could get him before number 1. You can trade before you get number 1. You could. I'm sure there's other teams that you could.
I get what you're saying, but if it costs you relatively the same, it's going to cost you a minimum of 2 first.
Yeah, no, and I get exactly what you're saying, but that's like that's sort of thing like your top 5, you would say, right? Like you say that within your top 5, you'd have to give up, 2 first and a second, or is that your top
minimum? No, that's top 5. You 2 first and a second. So if But I'm saying, if Jaden's your guy, are you gonna risk that?
But now
Yes.
here's my thing. Now, do you believe Jaden Daniels is going to go within the top 5?
That's what I'm asking. Which quarterback is he? Is he number
So-
1, number 2, number
If
3?
he can go out of the top 5, then you're not risking all that draft.
Because for me, he's already number 2 behind Caleb Williams.
So Caleb
100%.
Williams, the hottest commodity. Okay, the kid from North Carolina.
Drake May, they say, is 2, but you know how that changes. That he was 2 before Jaden won the Heisman.
Yep.
Look, right as it sits right now, if Chicago trades that pick to a quarterback needy team, you now have 4 teams in the top 5, because I don't think Arizona's already said Kyler's going to be the guy. You now have 4 teams in the top 5 that need a quarterback. If you believe Jaden Daniels is the dude, just go fucking get him.
Go get him.
Wait, no, I think no. You only because for me, okay, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I think Justin Fields, okay, is gonna be back in Chicago.
Yes.
Agreed, which is why they will trade the first pick.
That's why they're getting rid of the first round draft. If they were getting rid of Justin Fields, they would be keeping the number 1 draft and getting rid of their number 9
Now,
draft.
hold on,
or 13, whatever their
hold on.
is.
But every single time we keep talking about this, is saying, well, it's got to be a quarterback needy team. It's got to be a quarterback needy team that's moving up. That's not necessarily true. It could be a team that's looking for a key piece that feels like, hey, it's going to be a top 5 pick. I got to move up ahead of that team.
I ain't buying it. That number 1 pick is going to be Caleb Williams. I don't give a fuck who's drafting there.
Don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be Caleb
Whoever
and
so who's
the number 2? Hold on. Then the number 2 pick is going to be a quarterback too, because that's Washington. The first non-quarterback to come off the board is going to be number 3 to Arizona, and it's probably going to be Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Your first 2 picks are quarterbacks, and so are you going to risk, if Jaden Daniels is your guy, are you going to risk Washington taking Jaden Daniels?
I think you have to.
Yeah, well, obviously you have to, because you're going to get one of the top 3 quarterbacks no matter what. If you trade up, right? Because if you go and trade up with Arizona, you're going to get one of the top 3 quarterbacks no matter how you slice it, right? Because Arizona's not getting rid of Kyler Murray.
But then again,
if they do, I'll happily take Kyler Murray fucking team.
But I agree with all in on that.
Murray.
If you go top 3, to top 5, you're selling almost the same amount of horses.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
In the top 5. Now, if you're talking top 10, that's a different.
Who has the 4th pick?
I don't think we make it top 10.
Yeah,
New England.
I honestly don't, but you never know.
New England needs a quarterback.
You know,
yeah,
do with Miami with Tua. You know, like, oh man, they're gonna have to move up to the number 1 pick to get Tua, and then he ended up falling to him. You know, Mac Jones did the same thing. Oh, they're gonna have to move up to get Mac Jones, and he fell to him. You know, like you never know when the draft's what's gonna happen in the draft. They got to
saying that about Mac Jones.
They still got to show off. And if you have a bad program, you know what happens? People look at you and you fall. Ben Roethlisberger, you know.
And I'm just saying, if that's your guy, it's going to cost you the same amount of money. You just go, you make the fucking move and go get your guy. Period. In the story.
I agree with you.
I can see
% on that.
But for me personally, to sell the farm to go get one guy right now for the Raiders,
we gotta stock up in free agency. And
dude, I really have to be so sold to say that this guy has to be a like what is a dimension, not
he better be a generational talent.
A generational talent. Okay.
You better be Mahomes every year, you know, like that's who I'm getting. You know, I'm getting a guy that's going to be the next Mahomes in my division. You know, like
Mahomes wasn't even considered a generational talent.
No, he wasn't. But people moved up to go get him because they seen that shit in him. You know, and if that's what you're seeing in Jaden Daniels, and you see that thing, you go up and get him, like the Chiefs did with Mahomes.
Well, and then here's the thing.
That's exactly what I'm saying, though. That's what I've just said 3 times the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, and I get that's what I'm saying with you too.
It's 1 or 3, just go get it.
Him as being that generational talent. Do the Raiders see him?
It don't matter what I see. It don't.
He's saying if that's their guy, go get him. Which is basically what every GM that we've ever had has done.
Yeah, if Antonio Pierce is the head coach and that's his dude,
Go get
You're
him.
gonna do what you got to do to go get him.
No. Hey,
I don't give a fuck who's sitting there and what you got to give. Yes, we need a lot of shit, right? But the number one thing we need this season is a quarterback.
Fucking quarterback.
Yep.
Without him,
Period.
So, and when it came back,
And you're gonna have to look at perfect example. San Francisco loved Trey Lance. They moved up from 12 to 3 to get him.
Mm-hmm.
They sold fucking everything, and it fucking killed them.
backfired.
Exactly.
They got lucky when they found Brock, but I mean, you got to go get your guy, man.
I get what you're saying. I mean, like to sell the farm to go get your guy, but at the same time, again, and it doesn't matter what I think or what you think.
Right.
It matters what the guy that's coming in thinks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in my personal opinion, the reason that I don't do it where you sell the farm, okay, is because, again, look at what we just said. Patrick Mahomes wasn't a top 5 pick. There's a lot of good players that you can pick up later on in the draft.
There's a difference there, though. Andy Reid believed in Patrick Mahomes, and that's why he went and got him. That was his guy. Luckily, the hype wasn't there, so he was able to fall. You're talking about a Heisman-winning quarterback who absolutely fucking balled out this year.
Yeah, but you can't say that he doesn't come with his deficiencies. He doesn't come with issues.
What college player doesn't? There's very few that don't have deficiencies, and the only reason I say that's what it's going to cost is because I pulled the Dolphins trade, I pulled the Panthers trade, I pulled these other trades, and that's exactly what it's cost those teams to move up.
No, absolutely. And that's why I said, if you move up and you do it, then you have to do it because you believe in it completely.
Back to the beginning of this question about what they need to do to change it, or with hiring AP and everybody back together this year. I think if we do that, that's good. The way we played this year and the way people are talking about this coach, AP, Graham, everybody on our shit, our whole staff, minus our offensive coordinators and shit, but I mean, the way we've been playing,
every offensive
we're going to want to come and join that in free agency. You have McDaniels, say we still had McDaniels coaching for us. People aren't going to want to come to McDaniels because they heard all the rumors that nobody wanted to play for him. Nobody liked that dude. But if you got players in a locker room that are like, bro, this dude,
for sure,
you got to come play with this guy. Let him fucking you can do whatever you want. Now you think
they're going to fill the roster out for sure if they
So now that brings me back to where you're talking, Olin. Now if we can do that and we can fill up a bunch of our holes, man, sell the farm and go up and get Jaden. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If that's your guy, that's how you do it. But if you haven't built anything and you got a bunch of holes before we going into the draft, I don't sell the farm to go up and get Jaden Daniels. I mean, yeah, he's a good guy and he's got ties to us, but I got other holes I got to fill in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man. Think about it like this: AP's going to get the best out of whatever he gets.
Yep.
He got the very best out of Aiden O'Connell. I think.
Dude,
that's literally the best Aiden O'Connell could fucking play. As a fourth-round rookie, and he's barely learning anything coming into the NFL as a fourth-round. I mean, there's nothing more he could have done this season than what he did, and that was the very best he could have done.
He's nominated.
He could have stepped up in the pocket a little bit.
Yeah, he showed me
player of the week this week.
But that besides the point.
If he wins that's
the best he could have done.
He's done that since being a rookie under AP.
So
no, I mean,
go ahead, Matt.
It's the best.
We got the cap space right to fill out the roster. If AP is the guy, hell, I even think if Jim Harbaugh is the guy, you're going to get a lot of good quality talent through free agency with either coach, in my opinion. And you got a lot of money to do so.
It could be worse, bro. Am I going to be mad if Jim Harbaugh gets hired?
No, not at all.
I'm not going to be fucking pissed. I'm going to be upset a little bit because I wanted AP and I was wrong.
Right.
But come on, man. It's way worse than fucking Jim Harbaugh.
Mad over Harbaugh.
No,
but the most important position that the Las Vegas Raiders must fill this season is the quarterback position.
We all agree.
And I don't give a shit who the coach is. Is Jaden the Harbaugh guy? Probably not.
Dude,
Who knows
if
who?
you bring in Harbaugh, okay, I'm telling you,
He might just bring his quarterback with him.
Yeah, he might be more comfortable sitting at 13 and drafting his own guy.
Dude, he might be more comfortable with keeping Aiden O'Connell, honestly.
Yeah,
No.
like no, like no,
No.
Harbaugh likes that type of dude.
You know, he's
but look at JJ McCarthy. The dude's a little bit mobile.
That's not saying that he won't use them both in. You know, like he is mobile,
but he ain't no like.
I definitely.
I'm telling you right now,
no cheetah.
I don't give a fuck who the head coach is. It could be the dude I hate in Adam Gase.
It could be me.
Aiden O'Connell will not.
You can't redact that statement.
Aiden O'Connell will not be the starting quarterback of the 2024 Raiders. Aiden O'Connell will not be. The quarterback position will be filled.
Yeah. No, O'Connell's going to be fighting for a backup position, man. He will be our backup quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a fight. I think he is the backup.
Hey, but if I was the head coach, how much fun would we have on that sideline?
Oh my God! That's the last thing we need. That's the last thing the Raiders need right now is Gunny.
I need a refresh. Bring me another drink.
It's like whiskey right now. Cigars right now.
Hey, and I've said it a whole bunch. I don't give a shit. Look, man, I think we're all as a fan base, and I'm sure the players too, like Max said the other day, we're all ready to win. I don't give a fuck if Mickey Mouse is the quarterback, or the coach. Man, if it gets us the fucking wins, I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not Adam Gase and we don't go back to the past and get John Gruden or something stupid like that, I'm good with it.
I hate going back to the past. We should never do that.
I'm fucking over that shit.
No Gruden 3.0. We all can agree on that.
You may as well go get fucking Art Shell again.
Motherfuckers love their exes, dude.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Hey, we're going to move forward in the show, guys. We're going to get to the Pick'em Challenge for this week. We got playoff football going. Yes, sir.
Hey, how'd y'all do last week?
Shoot.
Man, I suck. I think I went 7-9.
I got fucked. And I'm going to tell you why I got fucked. Because I went 15-1. Guess who the game I lost?
Did you really? I don't know if this is my picks.
Fucking Philly.
What was it?
15-1. Man, if I picked the Giants, it would have been perfect week.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Oh fuck! Yeah. I'm not even telling you my score.
Bro, I don't even know where my picks are.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad at Philly. I was like, fuck Jalen Hurts. Fuck that punk ass coach. They suck. Hey, since they got their shit pushed in by San Francisco, they ain't been the same.
Hey, who was the first team you guys we picked last week? Was it the Niner game?
No, it was the
New York Jet. Or no, I'm sorry.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Cleveland and who played first? Yeah, Baltimore. You're right.
Yep.
Well, I don't know where my picks are.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
I'll get them.
Yeah.
I have no idea where my picks are.
Hold on, let me go grab my deal real quick.
All right.
Dang,
wait, it was the Steelers game, right?
0-16.
Was it the Steelers game?
It's in the drawer.
No, we picked Steelers first, right?
Yeah, Steelers, Baltimore was the first game.
Got it. Done. I got it. I'm back. Let's see.
Damn, I was hoping for that 1-16.
Just catch up.
Just got to catch up on like 8 games. Or 16. I think it might be 16.
16. Let's see.
I missed 2 weeks and I'm still behind.
He's off. Steelers, that's a win.
Yeah, Houston was a win. Tennessee was a win. Detroit.
Lions are a win, right?
Yep, the Saints won.
I was looking at my records.
That one I lost.
And I'm looking at that like the Detroit game.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it like Dallas because I wrote Dallas on there. And I'm like, why the fuck would I write Dallas on there? And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm looking through here and I'm like, oh shit. So I write Detroit down here. I'm like, oh, I didn't have Detroit down.
No, I'll tell you what, boys, I fucking pressed too. The Cardinals. They lost.
Dallas instead of Detroit, so now I fucked up on my whole fucking schedule.
Lost.
Decent shit.
One.
Right.
And the Bills won. I lost 5 last week.
Damn. Gunny Raider, probably the freaking winner of the whole league right now. But let's get into playoff football, baby.
Went 11-5.
Oh, damn.
You got like an insider or something, bro.
But you didn't see him. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this. This man is so lucky. We showed up to the roulette table. He puts on black and 26 and hits on both.
26
Watch
black
off
and
the table right after.
Hey, was that the video that when you were filming and Josh and him were over there?
Yeah, me and Josh walked away with a good amount of cash from that table.
Yeah.
Did you?
Josh
Hell
couples
yeah.
up. He puts 1,000 on black, and then there's Gunny Raider. Shows up, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to put some on black, and then 26 black.
I put 25 on 26, 25 on 30, 25 on 11, and 25 on 7, I think it was. But 26 black hit, and I put 100 on black, so I walked away with, what was it? That's 850, 950, plus my 2.
Nice.
Yeah, in one spin, dude.
Fuck yeah.
One spin. That's beautiful.
That's how Gunny Raider does it, bro. Doesn't mess around.
Man, I really got to start learning how to gamble.
Hey, fuck that. I like my money in my pocket too much.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm at, Alan. I like my money in the pocket. But then I hear all these stories, and I'm like, fuck, bro, I need to be a gambler.
Well, I'll tell you what. A lot of those things are just fucking stories, dude.
I need a song written about me or something.
I have a lot more losing fucking stories than I have winning stories. That's for sure.
Yo, all right, fellas, let's get started with the playoff rounds, baby. Hey, I got Browns Texans, Matt.
Ooh, that's a game right there.
Hey, give me Houston.
Houston, got you. Hey, Gunny.
You know what, dude? In the playoffs, it's always about the quarterback that has the most experience, bro. And the Browns got the quarterback with the most experience. Matter of fact, won a Super Bowl, so I'm taking the fucking Browns.
That's cool. You can have the Browns. You can have the Browns. There's one loss for you.
There's one loss for you.
Val, who do you got, girl?
Browns.
Browns. Ooh. Hey, all in. Who do you got?
Hey, man, this time of year, defense wins championships. But like Gunny said, they got the quarterback experience, too. I'm going Browns. That defense is just fucking nasty.
Ooh, double time. 2 reasons why.
Bro.
Man, I'm already up one.
I'm gonna go Browns swell. Oh man, we got Matt on the Long Island with
I like that. Lone Wolf.
This is how you win right here, boys.
Yeah, he's riding. All right. Hey.
That's just worked out for you all season, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, playoffs is where it matters, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, we got Dolphins Chiefs. Val.
Dolphins.
That's too easy, man.
Hey, all in.
Dude, as bad as I want to pick Miami, because we all hate Kansas City, can Miami go to Kansas City this weekend, play in fucking digit temps with the injuries they got?
Tell you what.
Fuck, man. I don't think so. Kansas City's going to win that game.
Never know.
Hey. All right. Matt.
Man, I am
I will be happy to be wrong.
I'm all in on that one, but I got to go Miami because I can't find myself rooting for the Chiefs. But I just have a feeling we're going to be finding some like fucking fossilized fish fucking next year when it fucking thaws out.
Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. Yo, Gunny.
Dude, I never want to pick the Chiefs, but common sense tells me these Dolphins ain't coming over to -4 degrees and about to win again in Kansas City, which is already a tough place to win.
With the injured defense.
Only the Raiders win in Kansas City, baby.
Yeah.
Give me the Chiefs.
Fuck yeah.
That ain't no lie. Hey.
If their defense was healthy, man, I might give them a better shot, but they ain't healthy.
Can you imagine the coldest game ever in history fucking and the warmest team winning that thing?
Hey.
That was fucking crazy.
Hey, you just heard what Matt said, right? Hey, I'm going to call it
right now. The better quarterback, the better offense, the better defense.
Yo,
and the weather and the fans. Come on, man. It's just no
I
brainer
don't
to
even
me.
know if the fans can sit in that weather, bro. That's
No.
fucking cold, dude.
no, I'm
Oh,
gonna
they
put
will.
it like this. Hey, I'm gonna go.
They
Hey,
will. Them cousin humpers will be up in that motherfucker, guaranteed.
For sure.
hey,
You ain't lying.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I get it. Everything's against the Dolphins, but fuck the Queefs. I'm going with the Dolphins, bro. In a
Going straight
major
Rocky
upset.
Balboa, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Mike McDaniels is gonna make his stamp on this game. He's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna bring that offense alive. And I'm not gonna say they're gonna blow out the Chiefs, but the Chiefs' inconsistency is gonna come back to bite them in the ass.
How many times have we seen them be inconsistent and get to the playoffs and run?
There's just too many things going against the Dolphins in this game for me to pick.
And my other thing in not picking the Dolphins, I don't know that Mike McDaniel can outcoach fucking Andy Reid.
And that's the other thing. They got the better head coach.
Hey,
come on, man. It's a
I'm
no-brainer.
just telling you, man. I'm telling you. I just got that feeling. We'll see.
Hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm
wrong too. I would love nothing more than to see the Chiefs go out in the first round.
That would be fucking amazing.
All right, let's go on to the next game. I got Squealers and Bills Mafia. Yo, let's start with Gunny on this one.
Where are they playing at?
They're playing at Bills Mafia.
That's right. They're playing Buffalo. Man, you know what, dude? Buffalo's been hot, man.
And just a note, Steelers do not have T.J. Watt this weekend.
True.
Give me the Bills, dude. There's no reason why the Bills shouldn't go back. They got a point to prove, and they're going to lose in the second round probably. But give me the Bills.
That's another home game in the second round for them, too. They were 2 seed.
Yep. With all that snow up there, forget it. Give me the Bills.
All right. Matt.
Yeah, give me the Bills, man. I don't see the Steelers coming in and pulling that one out. Yeah, Tomlin's made the playoffs this year with the shitty team, but
not with Mason Rudolph the quarterback.
Team.
Exactly. Quarterbacks count in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't lying, but they ain't gonna not in Houston.
Val.
Not in Houston.
I'm gonna hope that the Steelers.
All right, so you got the Steelers. All right, she got the Steelers. She's riding, bro. She's like, I don't listen to any you dumbasses.
Yeah,
that's
right. My shit from Minnesota.
She's yo, all in.
I'm Bills for sure, man. I mean, fuck. Look, Josh Allen turned the ball over 3 times and they still beat the fucking Dolphins.
Yeah,
yeah. You're not. So, you know what? This game for me is going to be a lot closer than what people think. Okay, this is not going to be a blowout. I really feel like it can be an either or because I don't like Josh Allen's turnover itis, bro. He gets the itis, and then if it's a game where he has the itis, it can be a 5 turnover game like that.
Yeah. No, I agree. It'll be a close game, but I'm picking the Bills. They have better everything overall.
I'm gonna go.
And they're playing at home.
So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go with the Steelers in an upset.
And TJ Watt's not playing, man. I might go the Steelers if TJ Watt was playing.
Hey,
right.
You never know.
And for me, the Steelers have this ability of their players stepping up. And
yeah, man.
Maybe fucking 5 years ago.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'm fucking parlaying this shit, by the way.
Hey, look at their wide receivers, man. They don't want to play in the fucking regular weather. You think they're going to play in the fucking cold weather in the snow?
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, playoff time, you never know. So we'll look at it. We'll see. All right. Yo, next game. We got Packers Cowgirls. Let's start with Matt.
Oh, man.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
What was that?
The Cowboys.
So, wait. I'm seeing it right down. Oh, he writes down Green Bay. All right. Hey, he's going to ride with it till the end of the season, guys. Doesn't matter.
That's why you shouldn't gamble, man.
Yeah.
Val, who do you got, girl?
Don't hate. One of these days, to play it off, man.
Hey, Val is riding with you. Val is riding with you with Green Bay.
We're going to Vegas.
I'm right.
You
Yeah.
might want to stay away from Vegas.
Yeah. I do not bet in Vegas, dude.
All in.
Oh man, you guys are gonna be hating when I win.
And I promise I will eat all the shit if the Cowboys lose this game.
Oh, for sure. But I think Mike McCarthy's playing for or coaching for his job, and players are tired of getting the shit, man. They're not getting beat by fucking.
Which is why
Green
they're
Bay.
gonna lose because Mike McCarthy's
No.
gonna fail that team.
They're not losing they're going to lose probably in the NFC Championship game, and they're going to get their shit pushed in again by San Francisco, and then he'll get fired.
Hey, I can see it.
I'm seeing it first round. Man.
All right, so all in, you got the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys in this one too, bro. I just don't see Green Bay being able to get it together.
They got the more
just don't see
experienced
it.
quarterback, the better defense, the better offense. Like
And they're playing at home.
and they're playing at home, which they barely lose at.
They're 8-0 at home.
No, they're
They what?
They're 8-0 at home.
Oh, there you go. They haven't lost at home, so there you go. So
Hey,
no
that's 'cause they
brainer
haven't
for
played
me
because they haven't played the Packers yet.
because they haven't played the Packers at home.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hey,
Hell,
You're right. Hey, everybody out here is spooked. Jordan Love's on the way.
Yep, he's on the way,
watch
dude.
out.
Man, they ain't seen that guy yet.
No, that's,
Hey, and I'll tell you what, good for them, man. They made the playoffs, which is, they already are just happy to be there.
Bro, they're
You
gonna,
know,
they're gonna fire Mike McCarthy after this game. You watch.
oh my gosh, these guys. All right.
If they lose in the first round, they're definitely firing his ass.
Oh yeah,
100%.
dude. They get rid of fucking Prescott too, man.
Jerry Jones would probably fuck us and hire AP.
Fuck,
Fuck that dude.
fuck that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got Rams Lions.
We got more, huh?
So-
Lions.
Hey, that right there is the game of the weekend.
Okay,
That's
now,
Look at the wrong shit here, bro.
wait, Rams Lions
No,
right
you
here?
got to look at the 13th, man. There's only the 13th. That's the 14th.
Boy, that's this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's the. Never mind, I'm dumb.
Yo, hey,
Yeah,
Val,
this is
you said
man,
Rams?
we got a big old I forgot there's an extra team in the playoffs these
I
days.
know.
So
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, you're fucking up. Dude.
Yeah, there's 6 games this weekend.
yeah, this is beautiful.
Fuck
This
yeah.
makes me fucking happy.
Yep. Hey,
A lot of house
For
chores.
sure.
I got a little chub.
It's gonna be badass.
so
Oh.
Val, what do you got, girl? I heard you say Rams. Is that right?
Yes, the Lions.
All right. Hey, Gunny, who do you got?
This is the hardest game for me to call, man. To be honest.
100%.
You know why? Because we got double revenge game for quarterback.
Yep.
Yep.
We got the Lions who kind of backed into the playoffs, and the fucking Rams who are extremely fucking hot.
The Lions didn't back in. They won their fucking division 3 weeks ago.
No, I know, but they've lost. They could have
Yeah,
won
they're
that
not
shit weeks
hot.
ago.
Yeah, they're not hot.
They're not as hot as the Rams.
No, I don't think anybody's as hot as the Rams. And if Detroit didn't get fucked in Dallas, they'd be the number 2 seed right now.
Yeah. So, Gunny, who do you got?
Man. You know what, man? This is going to be a coin toss for me. And even still, I a little. You know what? 2 of my best friends are Lions fans. Let's go Lions.
Got you. Yo, all in.
Man, I'm like Gunny. It's a coin toss, but Detroit at home. Matt Stafford's a little more banged up than Jared Goff, and I think Jared Goff's going to give the middle finger to fucking Sean McVay this weekend.
Revenge, baby.
Yeah.
I think so, man. I really do. I think that's going to be the best game of the weekend.
It
I
will
agree.
be. It has to be.
Matt.
That I'm going to leave that out of the parlay.
Just go ahead and put Matt down for the Rams because everybody else picked Detroit.
Fucked up, dude. That's not what I think.
That game, I'm leaving that out of the parlay, dude. That was
Go
not
with
the
Detroit,
parlay.
man, because of what you just said with the fucking giving the middle finger to McVay, man.
I think he is, man. Jared Goff's going to play his
Pissed off
best game
about
of the
that,
year.
man. So, yeah, give me
Hey,
Detroit.
but the Rams quarterback, he's also got a revenge game.
Stafford.
Yeah,
also
doesn't
got
he,
a
though,
revenge
man?
game.
They didn't do Stafford wrong, though. They gave him his way.
They didn't, man. They did him
But-
right. They traded
but
him,
still.
and he won a Super Bowl. I think that's the biggest middle
Yep.
finger he
So
could give
that's
them.
why I think Goff
I
comes
guess.
in and says, fuck you, McVay. You traded me
I
for
do.
that
And-
fucking bag. Now I'm going to go win a Super Bowl.
And Detroit's at home. When was the last time they had a playoff game at home? If
That's
that,
true. That's
1993.
going to be huge. You're right.
that's going to be a wild atmosphere.
So,
Hey, Stafford throws a pick six on purpose. How about
On
that?
the first play.
Just for old times.
Just for old
Oh,
time's
shit.
sake, baby.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna go with the Rams for the fact that they have the playoff experience. Okay, that they're coming in with guys that are seasoned that have already done that and have gone and been in those games. Because I feel like Detroit is going to be playing under a ton load of pressure, playing at home, never having not having that much playoff experience, and then bringing in. They're going against their former quarterback, so I feel like they're going to be more like, yo. They're going to be more tight. So I think the Rams come in and steal it, bro. But it's going to be like maybe a field goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams came in and stole it.
I
Like I
wouldn't be
said,
shocked at all.
this
They're
is
the
a
hottest team
fucking
in the NFL.
coin toss for me.
All right, guys.
I think they went 8-1 over the last 9 games, something like that.
Yeah, and
that's what
Stafford
I'm
didn't
saying.
play last weekend. So did they rest Stafford for a reason? Just to rest him, or is he hurt? Because he's had that nagging elbow all year.
And that dude's had a nagging elbow since Detroit, though.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, no lie.
Since he played in Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
No lie.
Hey, we're down to the last game. All right. I got
I love
Eagles
this one.
Bucks.
This is my favorite one.
Yo, I'm going to start with Matt this time.
Oh,
Go ahead,
man.
Matt.
You guys think I'm going to go Bucks, huh? Nope. I'm going to go Eagle.
All right. All in. Who do you got?
All right, I'm riding some emotion on this one because Philly pissed me off last weekend. Go Bucks.
Wow.
Fuck. You
I do.
Like that, huh?
I don't
Yep.
think. I don't think.
Like that.
I don't think Tampa Bay. Sorry, I don't think Philly. Man, they have been playing like straight dog shit since they got their shit pushed in by Frisco, and they just got their ass whooped last weekend. And everybody played. I don't think they turn it around in a week.
So you're saying Dallas gets by first round this year and Philly gets knocked out first round?
Damn.
Yeah.
Flip of last year, huh?
Philly is the wild card team.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, you're wrong.
Hey,
Hey, 15-1 says I wasn't too wrong last week.
Hey
now.
now.
Oh, here we go.
I also did one of those 15 ones.
Yo,
I've
Val,
also had a
who do you got, girl?
Eagles.
Woo! Eagles. All right. And like, hey, Gunny Raider.
Just,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Val. Who do you got?
just because I want Alan to acknowledge
Acknowledge what?
an Eagles win because you think it's the opposite.
Fuck the Eagles. And really fuck the Bucks, too. I give a fuck about either.
About both of them.
Fucking Buccaneers, man.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
But
But the facts are the facts. The Eagles have been playing like dog shit since they lost to San Francisco.
no.
Right. You're not wrong.
You ain't lying there, bro. Philly sucks, dude. They're not the team they were last year. That's for sure.
They lost it. They got that locker room drama. There's word the head coach has lost the team. They got problems, man, and you can't fix those problems in 7 days.
No.
Hey,
You're not flipping that switch because it's the playoffs.
yo, so hey, Gunny Raider, who do you got?
Speaking of backing into the playoffs, nobody's backed in better than Philadelphia. Hey, I'm taking Baker motherfucking Mayfield and the Bucks, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go, Baker.
I think Baker gets it done, man.
Baker, touchdown, Baker.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. The Eagles steal one by a tush push in the end zone at the end of the game.
Dude, that ain't even been working for him lately.
I'm just feeling it.
So maybe he's got to turn around instead of from behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
he wants it from the front, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe got to turn around.
So, hey guys, if you guys like the show, please click like, subscribe, share, let your people know about it. You know what? We're the Silver and Black Radio Podcast crew. We do this for fun. We love all of y'all. We love shooting the stuff. We love talking Raiders football. If y'all see us around, make sure you holler at us. I mean, like, we are all over the place. We got people in Dallas. We got people in Vegas. We got people Colorado. We got people in Spokane. Guys, make sure you guys reach out to us. Much love to you guys. It's all about one nation, one team. It's about the silver and black. And you already know it's all about the Raiders. Let's go.